do you got going on, Julia?
So this is not our topic for tonight. However, I do want your opinion on something. I want to bring up something we talked about yesterday.
Okay.
So I had mentioned my dad's in town and we're doing house projects. And I want to know whose fault this was.
Yours.
No. I know that my parents are going to watch and wait till you hear.
All right.
So I'm walking downstairs and he's painting one of the basement bedrooms. And so I'm walking downstairs.
Gotcha.
And as I walk downstairs and I take the step down, no paint got anywhere, but I stepped in like the paint thing. Like the
tray.
The tray. I stepped in the paint
you
tray.
did?
The paint tray
no.
comes up, and thankfully there wasn't a ton of paint in there, so it didn't get anywhere. It was all right. But I step in there and it scares me. And then my dad goes, "Why did you do that?" And I said, "Well, I didn't do that on purpose." So whose fault is that? My fault, or the person who left the paint tray on the floor at the bottom of the stairs?
I mean,
I just want to know.
Well, the thing is, you kind of knew he was painting down there. Like, that's been going on for a couple days. Mm-hmm. So, like, you were already aware that, like, that was like a paint
A hazard zone.
A paint zone.
Yeah.
So to just blindly flop down the stairs, like, and then step in, I kind of feel like maybe it's a little bit your fault.
And
Like,
maybe it's a little bit somebody else's fault?
No.
Do you think it's like a dual
No, I don't
fault?
think it is your father who has dedicated his time to come over and paint your house. I don't think it's his fault.
Okay, you sound like a dad.
Kind of do.
Do dads side with dads?
Yeah.
Okay, I've got a different question for you. And this is like years in the making.
Okay.
I'm fixing my audio, my in-ears, people. Sorry.
Yeah, we're struggling
Friends.
today.
We are struggling today. If you're in the car, whose job is it to get the keys out of the car?
The driver. But,
Thank
I mean,
you.
right? How's that even? Did
All
somebody?
I need here. 1 year.
How could it be any other way?
When he was driving the U-Haul, and I'm asking because I'm pretty sure he's watching.
Okay.
I can take responsibility for the paint tray, but we were driving the U-Haul, and as we're out of the car, he goes, "You grabbed the keys, right?" And I said, "No, I didn't grab the keys. I'm not driving. Why would I grab the keys?" And we had not even left to move me across the country, and we're like standing outside of the U-Haul, like looking in, and we see the keys in the cup holder. But we were glad we paid for that insurance.
How did you break the window?
No, we didn't break the
How'd you
window
get
of the
the key?
U-Haul. We called the insurance guy.
And then get in there and
No, man.
you didn't coat hanger that sucker?
Have you ever done that?
Yeah, I've coat hangered locked doors. Before.
Really?
It's not that hard.
What?
It's
When?
not
When you were like
terrible.
16?
Yeah, around teenager time.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
I bet a lot of our community cast members have used the old coat hanger trick.
I bet you they have not.
Go ahead, guys, chime in if y'all have used a coat hanger to get in and unlock the. And it kind of, I think back in the day, well, I don't think, I know back in the day when we were using the coat hanger to get in a locked car, you had you may not know this. Did cars have the door locks on the top of the, or I can't explain.
Yeah, we had them. We had door locks.
I
and
can't.
I know what you're
somebody
talking
help me
about.
out.
I know
can't
what you're talking
articulate
about.
this, but no, you did. You know what I'm
Yeah,
talking about.
I know what you're talking about.
What am I talking about?
Where the little thing and it goes, it's like here and it goes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
You're welcome, man. You're welcome for that demonstration.
That's hard to describe to some. I have a problem. I have a hard time describing that. My son, I would have a hard time describing it to my son. He'd be like, "What are you talking about?"
I know what you're talking about because only those locks can you do the door handle or
Right.
the coat hanger
Well,
thing.
you could still use the coat hanger to manipulate like an auto lock, depending on the buttons where they're at and how they operate, like the mechanism. But
Wow,
it's
you're
still
into
more
some
tricky.
shady things.
I am. I've used coat hangers for a lot of things,
Yeah.
like hanging clothes and
Okay.
unclogging toilets. yeah, that's another trick.
Really?
Oh yeah, man.
That sounds horrible.
You would not. That's a one-off though. When you do that, you don't reuse the coat. Yeah, the coat hanger's done.
I feel like that's an unnecessary thing
Some
that you
people
need
might,
to say.
I'm just saying, and it has to be the wire. You can't. It's got to be a wire coat hanger. You can't do it with a plastic coat hanger. You just break the pieces. But you've never used a coat hanger to unclog a toilet?
Not even once did I think
Okay.
about it. Is that
Well,
a
it's
common
worked.
thing?
I learned how to do that. It's a good trick. If you don't have a plunge and you have a visible obstruction, a coat hanger works great. It's messy, but it works.
How does that work?
You you untwist the coat hanger, you stretch it out. You got the hook on the one end. You use that hook, you snake it down there. You use that hook to like hook if you have, like say paper clogging the hole there of the toilet.
Okay.
And then you use that to pull the paper out.
This is your first time on After Hours. I'm sorry.
This is what we talk about. Yeah, I apologize, but
then what do you do once you pull it out?
you flush the toilet,
And
you
then
throw
all
that
of a sudden it works.
Well,
It
if you
didn't go
can-
down the first time.
Usually it's when you have a child who uses too much paper and they try to flush and it gets wedged in there, a paper clog. It hasn't snaked down into like the actual, anyway, my point is that yes, then you use the hanger to pull the obstruction out and you could throw the glob away and then flush the toilet. It's fine. But then you want to throw the hanger away. Like you don't want to like reconstruct the hanger and hang your
Not one
clothes
person
on.
would think of that. There are
No,
two comments.
I guarantee somebody watching has done that.
A couple things. I'm going to go through them real quick, but there's some here at the end from Preston that I want to get to.
Okay.
After we get through the audio issues, Anthony said audio sounds good. Jeff Herndon is the standard, even in his sports anchor days. I like that.
Who said that?
Anthony Smith.
Thank you, Anthony.
Yeah, I wanted to read that for you.
That's very nice. It made my day. I needed that. I'll be honest, Anthony. I was kind of trolling for compliments today. I needed some compliments.
You asked me multiple times.
I did. I said, "Could you tell me something good
Could you
about
tell me the
And you
top
were
three
like,
things you like about
and
me?
You said, I need to take some time to think about that. The fact that, so,
There's something waiting for me in the bathroom with the coat hanger that I got to try out.
I'm sure somebody listening has done that before, and or used a coat hanger to unlock a vehicle door.
I want to know. The vehicle door thing is accurate.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
Preston said, I've used the coat hanger trick, but I can't get past the image in my head of Julia flopping down the stairs, in quotes, which is from you. Mm-hmm. And then also said, toilets again. Jeff, we need to get you some fiber.
It's usually somebody else's clog that I am removing. I haven't had a clogged toilet in a long time. I should be careful by saying I have not. In fact, I pride myself on the fact that I don't think I've ever clogged a toilet.
I feel like there are things on the podcast that I'm like, didn't need to know that.
Okay, well, now you know I've got a good streak going.
That you got good fiber in your
No,
diet.
it has nothing to... No,
That's cool.
Boy, we could go down a rabbit hole with this toilet talk. But
Oh,
I'm not going to
good.
do it.
We're gonna-
If
yeah.
people are having dinner, maybe they're having a snack. We're not going to go there.
Yeah, Dina said, I was at a Scarecrow hockey game in Topeka and took about 10 minutes to unlock the door with a hanger.
Boom.
26-year-old
Dina.
Olivia is on. Hi, Jeff and Julia. Jacob, I use a coin to unlock my bedroom door.
Oh, yeah, that works too.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff. Like life hacks here.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
I do like, we talk about life hacks, a lot of house project talk. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. Shout out to Dina, by the way. We posted... So that some of the big news today in the big city of the Wichita is the Honkers.
Yeah.
The Wichita Wind Surge have changed their name. Well, they're going to change. It's their, they do this. It's kind of a neat publicity stunt. So for 4 days this season, they're going to be the Wichita Honkers. That is in reference to the Canada
what's it in
geese.
reference to?
It's to the getting there. It's to the. There's a reason I'm bringing this up. And Dina, I think Dina posted something on our KSN Facebook page about calling them, and Dina, you might have to correct me if I'm wrong, but it was like she made like a little picture of the like the Wichita traffic tubs or traffic barrels, but it's pretty good.
That would have
And
been really funny.
Yeah, and it's actually on the KSN Facebook page, but I noticed it was. I'm sure it's our same Dina. I don't know if it's a different.
It's
Dina,
gotta be
but
the
it's
same
really,
Dina.
Really, it's really creative and funny. I thought it was funny.
That's got to
It's
be
a good
our
deal.
Dina.
It's a good deal.
Speaking of our Dina.
I like it. Oh yeah.
26-year-old Olivia said, what did I join into? Clogging a toilet with a laughing emoji. And then Doug said, the costumes are going to be wild at the Honkers game.
Yeah, and they will be. I think it's a good idea.
Everyone is talking about it.
And
So
that's the point. That's
yeah.
the purpose of this stuff, is to do something Look, I don't know who was behind this, but I'm sure that they were in a little room talking, and somebody said that, and they're like, "That's genius."
It was the intern. And
It's
they were like, we
probably-
like it.
No, I don't think it was the intern. It might have been.
That
but-
sounds like something the 22-year-old intern would come up
No,
with.
that sounds like something like a 45-year-old man would come up with. That's what that sounds like to me. But anyway, so it's going to be the Wichita Honkers.
Yeah.
And yeah, so that's kind of fun.
I think that's
to think about. We need to discuss our Super Bowl podcast. We can't call it a Super Bowl podcast. I take that
big
back. It is
game.
not. It's not even that. It's just After Hours with Jeff and Julia.
True.
It just happens to be on a special time, 4:30 on Sunday for half an hour. We're just going to be chatting it up. We'll probably talk about the big game and the big question that I had for you. And we talked about this last week. Well, 2 weeks ago. Are we cash?
No.
You're gonna make me.
Here's
put
why.
the suit on that
Because
early?
that means I have to plan 2 outfits. I've got to plan
Okay,
a cash outfit
Well,
for the podcast.
Would it look bad if I'm cash and you're
No.
like totally dressed up?
No.
I
It'd be
just don't
fine.
want to get. We don't even go. Our newscast doesn't even hit till after 11. I mean, just that's a long day to be in a suit. Like I was hoping I could just get away with like
Okay.
little cash action.
You know what? I'll commit to casual.
Okay, let's dress up then.
That's cool. That was
You put the pressure on. When you say that, it's like, oh, that's a lot of pressure now. I don't know if I want that pressure.
now you have to put it together an outfit.
I just
And
maybe I'm
I know
thinking,
you get a lot of emails from people that are concerned with the outfits that you wear.
I
and
don't, but you do.
I
but
don't really get a ton of them.
But you
for the
get
record.
emails.
But I get emails.
Mail. I've learned in 30 years in local TV. I could tell you, it's 10 to 1.
Mm-hmm.
The women that I've worked with that work in television get 5 to 6 times,
Mm-hmm.
maybe 10 times in some situations more emails and comments about their wardrobe than the men do.
Yeah.
And it's not even close.
Which I'm cool with then saying we're going to go cash on
We
Sunday.
can go cash.
Mainly because then we can stay in our comfy clothes for a couple hours before we,
You only have 6 hours to get ready.
yeah.
So
But the nice thing is, which this is not engaging, but like the structured pant thing of like
I still don't know what that means.
structured pants,
Yeah.
like jeans or structured pants.
See, I didn't know that's what that. I didn't know there was a. This is all new to me.
Yeah.
A structured pant is considered a jean.
Yeah.
What else would be a structured pant? Like a khaki?
If they're like hard, like you know how jeans are like rough material?
Yeah.
That would be a structured pant.
Okay.
Like a Carhartt material, structured pant.
Structure. So like
Leggings, not structured pants.
overalls.
Structured.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not going to wear structured. Well, no. Should I wear? No, it doesn't matter.
You're going to be in sweatpants. Nobody can see.
I'm not going to be in. I'm not wearing sweatpants to work. I can't do it. Even if I'm.
Then why are we going to do cash?
Because cash for us might not be like what you think. It's not like
Yeah,
I'm going to be in
now
a
what
tank
if I-
top and like sweatpants.
That is what I thought cash was. So I'm glad we're
do
talking
not.
about
No,
that.
I meant like, yeah, I don't know, like a nice, like a polo or a nice hoodie.
Are we going to be in our work polos?
Shoot,
People are like, don't talk about this now.
you're right. Let's talk about this later.
All right, I want to know who people are going to root for the Super Bowl.
Okay.
Who are you going for?
Ooh, who am I rooting for?
Yeah.
Nobody.
What?
I don't like any of these teams. In fact, guys, can you help me out? I'm having a hard time getting interested in the game.
Okay.
And it's on KSN. I should be honking it. I'd be like, oh, this is going to be the biggest game. And I can't get into it. I don't know. I like Sam Darnold.
Okay.
I like the Seahawks core. I like his story.
Okay.
Dude was just, I think, #1 overall pick, failed at the Jets. Then he was a backup in San Fran, went to Carolina. The guy's been all over the place, right? You're not. You're
Yeah.
like, is this going to devolve into sports talk? So I like Sam. I don't have anything against the Patriots. Yeah, I
But-
like Drake May. I don't know. I'm not.
I have a theory.
What is it?
My theory is we were so hot and heavy on the Chiefs for years, like excited and And now we're kind of footballed out, so it's kind of nice
No.
to have like an end to an early season. Now, if they were going to the Super Bowl, we'd be really excited, but they're not. So,
I kind of disagree a little bit.
okay.
I don't think that's why I'm having a hard time getting in. I think it's because both of the teams are to me, are kind of boring.
Okay.
That's all. I'm like, I can't quite get into it.
Okay.
Like you got far northeast. I got a lot of friends that are Patriots fans, by the way.
Yeah,
They
I'm
love
sure.
the Patriots. And then you got the far northwest. It's like, I don't know. I would have liked to have seen maybe a little bit of Rams in there. Somebody exciting, like a couple of Hall of Fame quarterbacks. Yeah, no, didn't get that.
But we got other people.
You're in. I know who you want to win. I know who
Yeah.
you're rooting for because that's you. You've spent time in that state.
Yeah,
Like
me and Christine, which I hope I'm accurate on this, we are rooting for Seattle, but also Doug said Seattle, period. No one wants to see New England be good again this soon.
I don't know. It's a different. Let me just say this. I feel like it feels like a different New England thing
Yeah.
than the New England. I didn't like. Listen, was that Doug?
Yeah.
I'm with Doug. I wasn't a big fan of when New England was winning everything.
Yeah.
I couldn't get into Belichick. I didn't like Tom Brady at the time.
Yeah.
I like him now. This feels different. This feels like a different kind of like New England Patriots thing.
It
The
is.
vibe that's going.
Yeah.
So I'm not necessarily like, I don't dislike them at all. I'm not interested in the team. Does that make sense?
It does make sense. It totally makes sense.
Yeah, that's all.
Doug said, okay, Julia, the Chiefs having one off year isn't time for disinterest. I'm going on 31 years since Dallas won. I will say this. I am not disinterested. I am a huge Chiefs fan. I usually try to go to one game a year. One year I went to that freezing, that Uber. Like, I am a true fan. Support them when they win, support them when they lose. But I also sometimes like a break. And so I don't hate yeah.
Answer me this. I think the Chiefs are going to be more interesting next year.
Agreed.
And I think there's going to be more excitement around the Kansas City next year because of this season. Because this season was such a failure. They've
Yeah.
said that. Those are their words, not mine. And because they're going to retool, and because they've got Eric Bieniemy coming back, and because we don't know about Travis Kelce yet, and they've got high draft picks for the first time in many years, and their schedule's going to be a little easier. I think there's going to be more interest in Kansas City next season because they had such a. So I'm more excited for the Chiefs.
Well, I can tell you for a fact it'll be better than it was this season.
Well, we don't know that. I mean, we don't know what the end
You
result.
think it's gonna be worse?
No, I'm saying the build-up. I think
Yeah,
the
I agree.
energy
I
around the
agree.
team is going to be far superior. I think it's going to be greater.
I think we were
big
all
as it's ever been.
tired.
A little bit.
That's my point. I'm not disinterested. I just was tired.
They were tired.
That's the point.
They're getting tired of like the parades and
In winning.
winning and playing for 10 months out of the year. But I think Kansas City is going to be back and better than ever next season. And the wonderful thing about the position that they're in, that conference that they play in, the AFC West, is arguably the best conference in professional football. You have Hall of Fame coaches, you got Hall of Fame quarterbacks, you've got Hall of Fame ownership. That is a tough juggernaut. And I think the Chiefs are going to be right in the middle of all that, right in the mix of that.
I would say that you are right.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Appreciate that.
A lot of people, Dina, 26-year-old Olivia, who else, said they're excited for the commercials.
Now-
I'm with them.
Okay, let's talk about that for a smidge.
Smidgen.
Remember when you had to watch the Super Bowl to see the commercials? And
Yes, and you didn't want to miss any of it.
now you can see. I saw them today.
The Super Bowl
You
commercials?
can see every Super Bowl commercial.
That is unfortunate.
You can see almost every Super Bowl commercial right now online.
That's unfortunate.
I don't know. I mean, if these companies are spending $1 bazillion.
I heard one ad costs $8 million.
Yeah, it's $250,000 a second.
Wow.
Is what I was told. And then I was like, well, I can't afford this commercial spot. So then we left.
Wow.
Yeah.
But you can. You just like put less
You weren't gonna
jet fuel in the aircraft.
I wanted to
in the
kick off
helicopter
the truck and pee with a Super Bowl ad, but I can't afford it.
When you start selling those blow leaf suck mulchers,
Mm-hmm.
you will be filthy rich.
I'll have 2 Super Bowl commercials.
Exactly.
That's how much money I'm going to make on that.
Dang.
But I got to give you some too because it's your idea.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I was right. I didn't want to speak out of turn. Christine from Seattle, she's rooting for the Seahawks.
Yes.
So I like
Okay,
that.
you put me on the spot.
Okay.
Seattle. I'm going for. I want. If I had to, man. If you're forcing me to pick a team,
What
I
about
will
that
pick-
really young quarterback? And
I love Drake May. He's great. Like Drake May, but I think Sam Darnold. If you look at his story and all of the criticism that he's taken, the guy got. I mean, for the last 5 years, he's been beat up on sports talk radio. I mean, just slayed. And so for him to be in this position, and by the way, not only that has he been taking hits on sports talk radio, the teams he's played for have kind of dumped him like trash. So I like his story, meaning if you're telling me who am I rooting for, I would want to see him win.
Yeah.
I think Drake May is going to have a long, successful career and likely be in the Super Bowl again, maybe more than once. So
Yeah.
that's great. Sam Darnold, I think that's who I'm rooting for.
they've got the whole Pope thing going for him. So.
That his dad was the Marlboro Man.
Oh, you said that today.
His dad read an article today. Sam Darnold's
Yes.
dad's name was Dick Hammer, and he was an actor, and he was in the show called Emergency, and then he was also in sports, but then he was also the Marlboro Man, and I want to say the late '60s maybe. Anyway, it's out there. That doesn't mean that I like him even more, but
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Smoker?
It's just interesting. He was a smoker.
Were you?
He died of cancer. I'm not.
Okay.
I've never smoked a cigarette.
Marlboro Man.
His grandfather.
Right?
I said his dad, right? I'm
Yeah.
sorry. His grandfather was the Marlboro Man. I feel terrible now that his dad wasn't. His grandfather was.
We'll let it pass.
Dick Hammer was his name.
Cool.
Yeah.
Very interesting tidbits that you brought us there.
Thank you. I learned it all today on Yahoo.
I know because I sit next to you, and I heard you tell our 10 o'clock producer
did.
who sits across the room.
That's a habit I have. I'll read something really interesting, or I'll learn something, and I'll just blurt it out to everybody.
We like that, and I like that we all got the facts here.
Do you want to know I remember this like it was yesterday. The one thing I've said out loud in a newsroom that got by far the most attention and was probably the most important thing I've ever blurted out. Do you know what it is?
Oh, can I guess?
You can guess, but it wasn't at this particular station. It was another station.
I want to say it
worked
was when Dennis Rader was arrested.
No.
Oh.
No.
Okay.
No. At that point in time, I was just like, kind of letting the other folk in the building sort of drive that.
Okay.
No.
What was the most important thing? The building's on fire.
No.
Okay.
I was sitting at my desk. You gonna guess?
It's okay. I got the coat hanger. It's unclogged.
That's the second most important thing I've ever said. No, I was sitting at my desk, and an alert came up, and it was Michael Jackson died. And I said, and I remember I'm sitting at my desk, and I said, Michael Jackson died.
Wow.
And the newsroom went crazy. And we changed, and at that point, everything changed that day. Like all the shows changed, obviously. I mean, they restacked everything. And the only other time I came close to that was when I worked in Chicago. I was at my desk and I said, "Oh, Robin Williams died," who happened to be from Chicago. So it kind of, and I didn't know that at the time, but that changed everything. So really, the most memorable things I've ever said out loud revolve around people passing away.
Wow.
Yeah.
I looked up.
June 25th. June 25th. I know exactly where I was.
I remember
2009.
where I was, but here is the kicker.
What's the kicker?
I was going into my sophomore year of high school. That was the summer before my sophomore year of high school.
Oh, I was working in the industry.
Yeah,
At that
it's
point.
cool. And when Robin Williams died, I remember exactly where I was because
You were in college.
I was in college. Yep, I was
Okay.
in college.
Cool.
Yeah, that's neat.
Cool.
When you said it, I thought, wow, we both have that experience at vastly different
I
times.
thought
in
you
our
were going to
lives.
make a joke and say, did I get the same reaction when you said the Titanic sunk? I'm
Jeff,
not that
I would
old.
never.
Oh, really? You called me Honk all day yesterday.
First of all, it was Pops, and that was because somebody else did it first
What did you say?
today.
Yeah.
Because you and
You
Lisa
said,
said, oh, we are the generation that was the last generation that did not have internet and...
Yeah, we know
And-
what it was like to live in a world without
you
internet
said
and a
you-
world with internet.
you said
I
you were
never,
the
whoa,
last-
Whoa, whoa, whoa. She said that. I never said
Okay.
that.
Well, somebody said, oh, we were the last generation. And I turned around and I said, no, you weren't, because my generation was the last generation. And then you asked me a question and I asked you what your pet rock's name was. And I said Arnold.
But it was Arnold. But the thing is, you weren't an adult, though.
No, I was a kid.
I lived an adult. There was a time when I was an adult where we had no internet or cell phones.
Oh, okay. I'll give it to you.
I take that back. There were bag phones, and you couldn't afford them.
Oh, wow. It was advanced.
And so, no. But I think what Lisa was trying to illustrate was that we are the last generation to live as an adult without all of this technology.
Yeah. I like that if Lisa says it, I'm like, okay, that makes sense. And then when you say it, I'm like...
It makes no sense.
Like, what was your pet rock name?
You went right for the age jokes immediately with the...
That's because I was for sure that came from you.
What? No, it was not me. I did
but
agree.
That's a fair
I agreed with
statement.
her. I agreed with her. But yes, you did have a little bit of stretch there in your early years.
Very early.
Like 2 or 3 years old.
Yeah.
Where you didn't have all the tech.
Very early.
Very early. But we are now inundated with fake videos all day.
Oh, isn't that
The AI
wild?
videos are driving me crazy.
Yeah, we looked at something, a promotional for a nonprofit the other day, that all the people on the campaign thing were all AI.
We discussed this on this podcast, that what is concerning, it's not the AI videos that are circulating social media that bother me. It's the amount of people who believe that they are real.
Yeah.
Scares me to death. It's not 1 or 2 people. It is hundreds of people on these videos think that a pack of wolves really did maul the woman on the safari. Mm-hmm. I mean, it goes on and on and on. And that is very concerning to me. And I do take it personal because my dad, when he was alive, and I think it is a little bit of a generation. If it was on TV, he believed it. Like if he saw it with his own eyes, he believed it was real. So now he passed away a couple of years ago, so he didn't see all of these AI videos. I know that he would believe a lot of them, and that bothers me because that's not his problem.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
No, it's 100%.
It's just purposeful misinformation that is dispersed on social media to purposely mislead human beings.
Yeah.
That's the intent, is to mislead you. And I don't like the intent. If I look at everything as intent, I'm going on a rant, aren't I?
But you're passionate.
I am. I feel very strongly about it because it's in its infancy and it's dangerous.
Gonna get worse.
And it's not.
If I sit and think about it too long, it's a spiral of there are so many horrendous things that I don't want to even bring up on the potty pod.
Back to center.
Back to center. I will get you off the tangent. Doug said tech can't clear toilets. Imagine an app for that. And Dina said a crap app.
You guys, they come up with the best ideas in the comments.
Super quick. Yeah. Patent that and sell that at Herndon's Truck and Pee.
Okay, I will. A crap app. I like it.
26-year-old Olivia said, I still remember how they said in 2020 we might have flying cars. I'm still waiting for that. And then Lucy said, I remember when TV was black and white, 3 TV stations, but you had to turn the TV antenna. I do remember the little bunny ears.
That's me.
Yeah.
That's my childhood right there.
Okay, Christine, my aunt's favorite team is the Seahawks.
Okay.
I'm sad that they will not get to watch the Seahawks in the Super Bowl. She passed away in September.
Oh,
I'm sorry, Christine.
Darn.
That also is kind of like nostalgic of like you're sad that she's not there to see it. But also I feel like that's a moment to like, I don't know, just like bring you close to her again.
We did a lot of stories, and this is sad. When the Cubs went to the World Series in 2016, we did a lot of stories on families who had diehard Cubs fans that believed in the lovable losers their entire, they went to all the games, and then they passed away like in 2015 or the year before, and their families were like, they were great stories because it just, I don't know, it just brought out like these really emotional stories, but great stories. And these families were still trying to find a way to go to the games and then bring a piece of their loved one with them. Not like not like
the urn,
not like an arm, but like
Yeah.
or like a photograph.
Yeah.
That's what I meant, like
Yeah.
a memento, not
Yeah.
like an actual piece of their flesh.
that'd be a whole different story.
It would be a great. Actually, that'd get a lot of clicks.
Yeah, it would.
But anyway, so I remember that, and I do think that that's because some people like I did sports for many years as a sports journalist, the first 8 years or 7 years of my career, and I'm telling you guys, many of you might know this, there are people that really dedicate their lives to some of these sporting teams.
Yeah.
And every team around the country has a rabid fan base, but I would say like Cubs fans, that fan base, you talk about just loving a team no matter what,
Yeah.
and really just throwing their lives into it. And I mean, these people will like quit their jobs to go to every game during the season and hang out. I mean, it's really important for a lot of people sometimes when they and I think that might be hard too. I think if you know that they were a big fan of a team and here they are doing well in the Super Bowl and then bring back some really hopefully really happy memories for you. That's what I'm hoping for. Oh, another programming note, quickly. Next week, we are...
You don't have to do it quickly. We got time.
We are knee-deep in Olympic coverage.
Oh.
And so we are going to have abbreviated after. We're still going to do the podcast.
At
but
7:30.
We're doing 7:30 to 8. We're trimming 15 minutes just for 2 weeks because our responsibilities during the Olympics for 2 weeks, they sort of up a little bit. We have a little more responsibility. Things that we have to do, so we're going to dial back the podcast by 15 minutes, but only for 2 weeks.
You made that sound super cool. We've got more responsibility in the Olympics.
Let's just leave it at that.
We
It did
got a
sound
lot
good, didn't
more
it?
responsibility.
Sound pretty good, like a little professional out here.
Like, wow, he's spinning that.
Look
No,
at
we
these
do.
professionals
We
here,
do have
yeah.
more responsibilities.
We do.
Okay, one of my favorite things about the fact that NBC has the rights to the Olympics is every year we get a little bit of swag. One
Not
year.
this- did we get anything?
No, that was what I was going to ask about.
No.
One year, and I don't mean to sound ungrateful.
You do.
Because here's the thing. It's not that I'm ungrateful. It's that I'm so excited about it. 1 year, and here it's not like we're getting a Team USA jacket. 1 year, my first year, because I had always worked at CBS affiliates. I was on the morning show, and we got the Sochi. I think it was Sochi. The Sochi mugs, and they were just little coffee mugs. And then we got a Paris pens.
Yeah.
That was super cool. So pens and coffee cups.
Yeah.
I'm easy
that's
to
great.
please.
Yeah. How about a mouse pad? Do you get a little mouse pad action?
No,
in
I
there?
never got one. Did
man.
you?
No.
Oh,
But I do have like 5 coffee cups.
from the
And-
Olympics?
Yeah.
That's so cool.
No.
Yeah. Because that's cool. Who else gets those?
Every other local television station in the country
But
that has
that's
the Olympic.
cool. I think that's cool.
I'm not being ungrateful.
Yeah, who's ungrateful now, Jeff?
Me, I am. I'm just saying it's all right.
I will gladly
I thought
take
you were
your-
you're like, we love the swag, and then you drop like pens and coffee cups.
Because I think that's special. Oh my gosh, I got a little draw bag one year from
Now,
Paris.
see, that's cool. But that's what I'm talking about.
I gave that
that's-
to my
Oh,
aunt.
so you gave the good stuff out.
Because she was so excited to bring it to her day program and show her friends
That's so cool.
there.
That
yeah,
is neat.
now.
No.
Now, you're about to mock me.
No,
And
there's
you're
no
like,
mock.
"Well, that's really special.
No mock. That was special.
Like when I mock you and you're like, that's from my grandmother who has since passed.
Yes.
And then I instantly regret mocking.
You don't regret. You pile on. You double down.
Never. I would never do that to you.
Right. You better. I'm going to there's something wrong with you. So, but we are excited about the Olympics. We are also doing a special show. I'll tell the 4 of you watching.
14, that's a 1.
We're doing. This is going to upset some people because we're preempting the Wheel of Fortune for 2 weeks. Yeah, boo. I get it, but we're replacing it with us. So we're going to do a special show called the Olympic Zone from 6:30 to 7.
Oh, yeah.
So we'll be pushing Wheel of Fortune back to the wee hours of the morning, probably.
Yeah.
My apologies to Ryan Seacrest and Vanna White. We apologize, but we're bumping them, and we'll do a half-hour Olympic Zone special for 2 straight weeks from 6:30 to 7.
That is my
And
favorite
it's a fun
show.
I'm gonna tell you all, it's fun.
That
Yeah.
was, I feel like, how we were able to convince them to let us do after hours a little
we
bit
don't-
because
yeah.
we went rogue. I don't remember what happened maybe it was 2 years ago, and we said, let's just have fun with it.
Yeah.
So we went a little wild, and it ended up being so
And
much fun.
Nobody said a word to us. So
Yeah.
we're like, we'll just keep doing this until they tell us that we should stop.
And then do it on a koozie.
And nobody told us to stop. So
Yeah.
we're excited about that. That starts Monday.
Yeah, that's Dina doing
What?
it on a koozie. I see a koozie design,
What's the koozie design?
Olympic swag.
Oh yeah, she should do that. Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's a good idea.
Okay, we will be back on Sunday.
Were you kicking us out now?
No, I'm
got
not.
5 minutes.
But we are back on Sunday. Is that a
Yes.
full show or a half show?
That's a half hour.
Okay.
I should also mention, at halftime of the Super Bowl, you can also get on Facebook, KSN's Facebook page. We'll have a special double coverage with Micah Lamami and Asia Simone Smith. It's the first time that they're going to do their sports podcast live on Facebook and simulcasting at KSN Plus. So they're excited about that. And they're just going to talk about the game. So if you're into the game, like you're into the X's and O's and you're into sports, Asia and Michael are going to break down the first half during halftime on a special podcast.
I feel like they said we need to watch the game so we can break it down on the podcast. And that's how they angled for that.
Well, yeah, they have to watch the game.
It's part of their job.
It is. They're sportscasters.
Doug said okay. He used the line that I used, I think, at 4 or 5 when we were talking about the honkers. And I said they must have a lax HR department at the Windsurge. And that's what Doug said. That's a lax HR. Sometimes we talk about things on the podcast, and I'm like, ooh,
What?
should we say that?
Yeah.
And then nobody has ever stopped us nobody has ever questioned anything we've done on the podcast.
It's easier just to say it. Wait, what is it again? What's the saying?
Ask for
you can
forgiveness.
Ask for forgiveness, yeah.
Than
something like that.
permission.
Than permission. It is easier to ask for,
Forgiveness.
It's easier to ask for forgiveness than it is to ask for permission. Mm-hmm. It can also get you fired. But, hey.
Hey, if it works for the
roll
Windsurge,
the
it'll work for
dice.
us.
I actually really like what the Windsurge did.
So do I.
I had tip of the cap to you guys. Good job. Got people talking.
Oh, yeah. And I think people.
Here's the only mistake I think they made.
Okay.
Timing.
Okay.
Like maybe wait a month to announce it and sell the merch, because you can buy the merch now, which we all want the merch. But I'm saying timing, because the season doesn't start till April. My point is, like, now, like they announced
Now you have to wait.
You've got
Yeah.
the Super Bowl, the Olympics, and all this other stuff. I'm wondering if maybe timing wise, and maybe they do plan to like circle bakind in March and be like, hey, remember we're the Honkers for 4 games. Mm-hmm. I don't know.
They probably
Timing
will.
seemed, kind of still good. I still like what they're doing. I'm not being critical. Just saying, stop, don't.
Okay.
Okay. So anyway,
Real quick, Marty said cool, and Jacob said I'm looking forward to watching the figure skating on the Olympics.
we all are.
Are we? Are you excited for figure skating?
No.
What are you most excited for?
Curling.
Oh yeah,
Ice
we talked
hockey,
about that. What about that? We
half-pipe,
saw that skier today where they
snowboarding.
like are tilted.
Ski jumping.
Ski jump. I think that's so cool.
I kind of dig speed skating. I think it's amazing. And all those people that do the speed skating, their quads are like
Huge, like the size of a
tr-
thigh.
like a tree trunk.
Yeah.
And then it's really fascinating to watch that. I like that.
It is interesting to see like the different physicality of what is
Yeah.
required. Like when you look at the figure skaters, they're jacked.
They are.
But then you see the curlers, and I'm like, I could be a curler.
Yeah. And that's why I think, gosh, we should have a team. We
Hmm.
could probably win something. It doesn't look that. No, it does. I shouldn't say that. I want to take away from the curlers.
No.
Look, the reason I said this on the air, and I think I said this yesterday, the reason I like it so much is because I'm like, hey, I could probably do that.
One time, and I know we're running out of time, one time you and I almost wanted to challenge a news anchor team from a different station.
Yeah.
We ran into them at March Madness stuff at when it was at the down at Interest.
Mm-hmm.
And you and I, it was basketball, and we said we should go over.
We should go over there. Show them what's up.
I think that we would win.
Of course we would. Why wouldn't we? We're winners.
Winners. That's what losers normally say right before
That's
they
true,
lose.
Yeah. We get smoked. All right, hey, Sunday.
We'll see you Sunday in casual clothes.
4:30, casual Jeff and Julie after hours. Please tune in. We'll have some fun. Thank you guys for watching. See ya.